Fire. This is the week of the fire department is observing Home Fire Sprinkler Week. The fire department's fire safety house will be open tomorrow, May 21st, from 9 a.m. to noon to provide home fire safety education. The department received $500 from the Home Fire Sprinkler Coalition to increase home fire sprinkler education locally. According to the Fire Association, the risk of dying in a home fire decreases by 85% if sprinklers are present. That's quite a bit. I thought you guys could get there fast enough, huh? Health. The Fargo-Cass Public Health has installed 2 outdoor Sharps kiosks for the safe and secure deposit of syringes, needles, lancets, auto-injectors, infusion, and connector sets. The large blue kiosks look and function very much like a small mail drop box. The kiosks are available for public use, are accessible anytime, and are located in the Harm Reduction Center at 510 5th Street North and at the main Public Health Building on 25th Street South. So if you've got any needles or sharps you want to get rid of, please hand them in at that time. The North Dakota Department of Health Services Behavioral Health Division has awarded funds to the Fargo-Cass Public Health to continue local efforts dedicated to decreasing access to unwanted prescription opioids and to increasing the access to Narcan, as well as the recovery support services. The funding will support local efforts this year through September 30th with potential for continuing funding in September 2020. Since we began to work on prescription drugs in the city of Fargo and the Cass County area, we have decreased prescriptions by 40% by our healthcare providers. So that's a tremendous impact on how many narcotics are out there for people to get in trouble with. May is the Building Safety Month, and the safety of buildings and properties is what the inspection department works on every day. Building safety professionals play a major role in keeping the public safe. They ensure that homes, businesses, and places of the public assembly are built to required building safety codes, which address structural stability, fire safety, exit, sanitation, electricity, energy efficiency, and more. And we have found some unsafe houses in the community, and they're working to make those as well come up to code. The library's annual summer reading program starts June 3rd. The University of Stories is the theme of this year's program, which will run through August 10th. The Fargo Human Relations Commission has joined the Community Workforce Inclusion Council to find ways to further equality in the workforce and other sectors in the Fargo metro area. And the Arts and Culture Commission is seeking input from the public about installation of public art. To take a survey and learn more about the Arts and Culture Commission, ask the City of Fargo website, visit the website and put in your input. We're kind of asking where you'd like to see some public art around the community. In police, 8 new police officers were sworn in last week at the ceremony at the City Commission chambers. Chief Todd reports the proud family members were very impressed and thankful for all the preparation to make the ceremony memorable for them and to the new officers. And they basically filled up the chamber as well. It was fun to see. And the Law Enforcement Memorial Service was held last week in Lindenwood Park. It takes a lot of hard work and commitment by many people to arrange the service and get everything set up, as they do a fantastic job. Chief Todd was one of the main speakers at that time. Hard to believe that in the nation we had 163 deaths of police or police officers in the line of duty, which is a tragedy in itself, but it was a very nice memorial service and well attended. And Brock, are you here? Brock Morrison, would you stand up? Brock Morrison joined the city as the Director of Facilities Management. Brock is responsible for overseeing the maintenance of all the city-owned buildings and property. He comes to Fargo from International Falls, Minnesota, and yes, he said he had a worse winter than we did. Is that right, Brock? Welcome to the team, Brock. You're also going to decrease or make efficiency 20%, did you say? Yeah. And finally, we're going to show a couple of short videos produced by the Communications Department Creative Service Division, one from the Forestry Department regarding tree planting, and another from Solid Waste Department Plastic Bag Recycling Challenge. We're going to start to make the opening statements a little bit with some videos, since people love YouTube and videos.
When we start planting, the first thing we do is we find our location, and we call for locates, and you can see on the ground, they come out locate where the underground utilities are, and then we judge where to plant off of that. We dig our hole. We want the hole bigger than our root system. The planting depth is very important. We want to find the root graft. We want that to be above ground. They need water. The roots do just as much as oxygen. After that, we cover it up. We stake the tree to support it. Then we put these water bags on. They hold about 15 gallons. Then we put mulch ring around it, and when it breaks down, it adds nitrogen to the soil.
Planting trees in the city is good. I mean, anyone in Fargo can tell you the wind can be pretty difficult. If anyone ever goes up to North Fargo versus South Fargo up on 52nd Avenue South there, the wind difference is tremendous. On top of like preventing wind from coming through or at least slowing it down, the roots of the tree are pretty vast and they're going to lock the soil together pretty tightly. So it's pretty hard for soil to be pulled off on just a little bit of wind if you have a mature tree in the area. Another reason why we get flooding every year, trees pull up lots of water per day. Another reason why it just looks good. I mean, you think of a place with absolutely no trees versus a place with trees. Obviously, I'm an arborist. I'll take trees on for that reason alone.
So in the future, you'll see some videos. I'm going to highlight all the departments, show you different things, maybe educate the public a little bit what we do. We're not going to bring in the smells of methane, so you get that idea, but we are going to show you other ways which landfill is very progressive, what our engineers do in the summertime, what happens throughout the community, and less of me talking and more videos going forward, which I think Commissioner Pipcorn will be happy with.